The terrifying moment a Good Samaritan rescued this dog from a dumpster. Before we begin, do us a favour and click that like button. Also subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by these inspiring stories every day. A garbage can or dumpster is what it is known for. Dump what you do not want. Every so often we simply throw in without even thinking what we are throwing on or into. It may seem weird at times, but at least once in a while we need to peer into a dumpster. This weird action was done by a curious person recently, and we can all say, thank God he did. Careful rescue. He went out to dispose of his garbage. He had the urge to peep over into the can, and what he saw was simply horrifying. A heartless person had just dumped an injured puppy in the can, obviously without compassion. It all took place in Kansas. Thinking fast enough, he emptied the dumpster to rescue the pup who was curled up in the middle of it. His little facial expression spelled grief and hurt as well as confusion. For sure, he should never have been placed at such a terrible spot. Luckily enough for him, someone rescued him in time before the worst possibly happened. Brought to a pet shelter. He was carefully taken out as he was injured and brushed off. The rescuer took him to Unleashed Pet Rescue and Adoption for proper care. None of the staff could believe the story of where he was rescued from. It was all too unbelievable and sad. The adoption centre was so heartfelt that they had to take to their social media page to make a report. They noted there was no excuse that warranted such a wicked act, and also implored humans to have a better heart towards animals. After carefully inspecting the pup, the shelter staff determined he was about 2 months old, so they named him Minimus. They monitored his every movement and progress in order for him to make a full recovery. He had been through a lot, especially for being that young. Injured, but still alive. When he just arrived at the shelter, he has small open and puncture-like wounds to his body. They were unable to tell what caused it though. He was in stable condition. Though his treatment would be a little costly, the staffers were determined to help him all the way. Amidst all the trauma he had experienced, he was still a cheerful little guy. He loved being around his rescuers, especially when they gave him all those cuddles. Knowing where he was coming from, they ensured he was warm and cozy at all times. No animal should be abandoned. It does not matter how hard or what the situation is, no animal deserves the treatment Minimus received. No animal deserves to be abandoned, especially when there are so many shelters all over the globe. It is best to leave them at a shelter so another family can step up and show some unconditional love. An animal shelter will never turn down an animal, no matter how difficult it may be for them. Once again, thanks to the Good Samaritan, who decided to look into a dumpster before his garbage disposal. What a terrible end it would be if he didn't. Minimus is now doing much better after his treatment and is now up for adoption. Let others know they can be the family he never had. Share this amazing story and change the life of an animal forever.
The world is filled with stories going viral every single day. But how many of these sites can you actually follow? We understand that your day should start with positive stories, stories that resonate with you. And so we started JoJo Stories. Our mission is to create meaningful stories that cover everything from animals to anthropology, history to environment and lifestyle. The kind of content you read on our site will be one you'll want to share with your family and friends. We hope you'll join our growing family and be part of our community. Welcome to JoJo Stories. JoJoStories.com